Hey, what's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back. Thanks again for joining us on a really dreary kind of Sunday night here in Tulsa, Oklahoma area. Sooner fan, welcome. Da Poas 83, welcome. Braden, what's up, bros? Yeah, we're going to get right into it, guys. We're actually going to go with 3 trivia questions. I see Quentin's already on here. Yep, take care of business. You guys are going to have a chance, Quentin. You guys are going to have a chance, but hey.
Defense is carrying them right now. Defense looks really good.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers doesn't look the same to me, but it's just my opinion. What's up, Jay? What's up, Ron?
He threw some good balls the other night.
He did. We'll see what happens this weekend. OU's going to need a lot of help. Really, just BYU going to. OU did beat the Big 12 champs. Maybe even a playoff team, guys.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If you want OU to go to a New Year's Six bowl, you got to root for Texas to make the playoffs. That's the only chance.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if OSU loses, it's probably OU Texas round 2. So.
Well, if OSU loses, correct. That's not going to happen. I would doubt it, but
you never know. Stranger things happen.
Hunter, I don't know if you could put it up here, but the funniest thing of the day was reading the Big 12 tiebreaker rules and go down to the last bullet point. Crack me up. Did you read it?
Which one? What did it say?
The last bullet point. Hunter needs to put it up here. Basically said if Texas loses to Tech, basically, and 3 of the teams, like if OSU, K-State, Oklahoma, they put basically they don't know what's going to happen.
Jay, OU could actually get in by losing to TCU.
I know, but that's not.
That's how stupid this is. Hey, I agree. What Quentin said earlier, what OU does have going for them is BYU does need that win for bowl eligible. So
they do. That's true. But how could OSU come out flat when they know they win during the Big 12 title game? I don't see it happening, dude.
Hey, Ron, look, I'm with you, bud. The defense yesterday was by far the most disappointing thing. Offensively, DG goes down. They had to fight some adversity. I expect Jackson Arnold, if he were to play this Friday, I expect to see him put up big numbers, just saying. Now, we don't know what's going to happen there. Have not heard anything. We do know that BV's presser is Monday instead of Tuesday because of the short week. So if we go against Iowa, hey, you realize Iowa's in the Big Ten championship, right?
Yeah.
They're so bad.
They're awful. Hey, it's going to be.
You score double digits, you beat Iowa.
I think if OU wins out, if OU wins and Texas doesn't go to the playoff and OU doesn't get a New Year's Six, whatever it is, I think it's going to be OU Arizona. That's what I think is going to happen.
Could be. Or you could go to the Pop-Tart Bowl. Hey, yeah, I got to raise a question. I got to raise a question that Hunter and some of us have talked about, and I want your opinion on it, guys. OU, it's a very slim chance they're getting to the Big 12 title game. I do understand it's senior day in Norman next week, but are you better off playing Arnold the rest of the year, including a bowl game, for your future, or are you better off playing DG? And I really just want to hear what you guys say on
Jeremy, listen, it doesn't matter what's better off. It's Dillon Gabriel.
It does matter because that's the question I asked.
Jeremy, Dillon Gabriel's, if he's healthy, he's going to play.
I'm fired up tonight, Jay. I'm fired up tonight. I don't care what you say. Be
fired up.
I'm asking for their opinion on this. What's better for the program?
I think Jackson Arnold starting's better for the program.
I agree.
But I don't think they're going to do that.
It's probably wrong to do that to DG, though.
If he's healthy, he's going to play. I think BV would let him would just play. I mean,
Tulane and OU in the Peach Bowl wouldn't be bad.
No, Craig, I saw that too. But the only way that happens, Texas has to make the playoff. If Texas doesn't make the playoff, they're not putting 2 teams in the New Year's Six Bowl from the Big 12. You have to have them in the playoff for that to happen.
And Uncle Charlie, this is you're right. DG has played his butt off and obviously would be the one deserving. I'm not saying that. I just said what would be better for the program, but you're right. Look, I don't think you rush DG back, but in the bowl game, I guess. But I think they could play him both too. I think there's a way you do that.
Yeah, but I'm with Laura. If I had to bet, he's probably I mean, with
We
the upper
don't know the
body,
injury.
neck,
Is it upper body or is it head injury?
upper body, probably neck. I mean, I don't know, Jeremy. I'm not the team doctor, dude. I just know what I saw on TV.
You don't play DJ. Jay, you don't play DG unless he's 100%, in my opinion.
I agree, Jeremy. There's no need for it.
And you know what? For that matter, you don't even have to run Jackson Arnold because you wouldn't have a backup quarterback at that point slinging around the freaking yard on Friday.
I agree with you.
Hey, did you hear any of Jackson Arnold's postgame, guys?
I have not.
Really liked what I heard. Sounds a lot more mature than a true freshman. Took big ownership over that deep ball throw. Said he really would like to get that one back.
Well, you could tell in the game he was pissed about that. Like, he was beside himself. I mean, he makes that throw in his sleep, dude. Hey, you know what's sad, though? That ball traveled farther probably than any DG throw this year.
It has. And again, we're not going to – I mean, DG was great in that game, but I don't know what's going to happen. And for DG, it just sucks because head injuries suck, okay? And he just hit his head on the turf is all it was. And it was a soft grass for that matter because it was very thick, but he really did hit it hard. Corey, there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk about this, Corey. And here's what I find interesting. Obviously, both teams, I mean, both guys have heard the checks. Obviously, both guys have been given the freedom to do that. And I'm not saying that DG has not done it before, but it was interesting that everyone talked about in the postgame was him audible-ing that. Players, coaches, that's kind of telling to me. Am I wrong in that?
No, you're not wrong. I mean, that took guts for him to do because if he doesn't complete it, and if you watch the replay, the linebacker, if he doesn't throw a ball really hard through there, that linebacker may pick it. I mean, it had to be a good throw. And that's Infidel said it. I mean, that's, you can bash all the tiebreaker rules. It doesn't matter. OU screwed themselves. Okay, in both those games.
Absolutely did.
Screwed themselves.
Hey, OSU is not good at all. That one hurts more than Kansas to me.
I disagree. I think Kansas, OU didn't even throw the ball. It didn't even try to win the game.
Yeah, Kansas was bad too. But
how do you throw the ball 12 or 15, whatever times it is? Jason Beans throws 40 times in the rain. That makes zero sense.
Uncle Charlie, I do ask the same question. I honestly, I thought about that when I rewatched it. I think the ball gets batted down for the most part if he's in there.
And Bastiat, you're right. It's been happening for how many years now, Jeremy? How many years?
This isn't a one-time thing, Bastiat.
How many years does OU play the competition?
It's a systemic year after year thing. I don't
get it. It's head scratching.
It is. It's head scratching.
And I've been scratching my head. It's head scratching, dude. Yeah.
Uncle Charlie. And guys, the other thing, if you go back and watch it, and look, I'm not a football guru probably. I get it. Okay, I get it. But he waits a little longer on that and kind of turns there at the end and just, puts the ball in the money.
Hey, go back up. Ron, and I'd like your thought on this, Jeremy. When he says culture thing, he's talking about OU being a culture thing, how they play down the – why is that? Why is that an OU thing? Because you don't see it at other big-time blue blood schools, do you?
You do some. I think it's more –
Where?
I've seen the Clemsons of the world do it. I've seen Ohio State kind of struggle with teams they shouldn't. Not to the extent that OU has. I tell you, part of it, though, is they're really young this year. Hey – Hi, Mars. Hey, Mars. No full gas. And Craig is right. Craig from Atlanta. Second half, OU brought pressure a lot. First half, they thought they could win the upfront battle, and they can't win the upfront battle, and it's sickening.
Jeremy, here's the thing. They're not winning the upfront battle, but, Jeremy, how many snaps do you think PJ got the other day?
5 to 7?
3. That's what I heard, 3 snaps.
2 of those, he got pressure.
If you're not winning it with the other guys I don't understand it at all.
Hey, it's going to be very interesting next year going to the SEC because I think looking at it at first, you're going to get 3 from the Big Ten and 3 from the SEC in. So if you can finish, Missouri continues to get guys out of the portal.
Are you still
Colorado guy? A Colorado lineman's going to Missouri now. I saw.
Deion lost that team already. Hey,
Deion's not going to ever do anything, Jay.
Hey,
he's got his face. He's got his face on the semi. It's not about you, bro. Did you see what the running back came out and say today?
I did see that. Hey, Mark, they need to be hesitant, I think, if Gabriel's not healthy, because you can't afford to have to throw Davis Bevel out there again or John Booty. I mean, you just can't.
Hey, Hunter, easily 3 from the Big Ten. Easily next year. Michigan, Ohio State, Oregon, Michigan, Ohio State, Washington. I mean, you tell me.
They may get 4 next year.
Yeah, and the SEC can get 4 as well.
Hey, let me ask you this, and I'd love the viewers' comments. Would you rather OU be in the Big 12 next year, or are you glad they're moving to the SEC?
I was thinking this earlier. The Big 12 is going to get whoever wins it's getting in there, and it's not a great
every year. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was a 3-star. It was a 3-star, Jay. You're right, but still, the fact of the matter is Deion's losing people.
I'd rather be in the SEC any day of the week.
I do too. It's just going to be more fun. It's better for the program. But you are right. The trenches, guys. Jay, is this a bad comparison? Guys, viewers, girls, what is this? Here, guys and gals, here's my comparison. OU right now in the SEC. We're Tennessee.
No, I think Ole Miss.
Tennessee and Ole Miss are the same.
No, Tennessee's had some national championships.
No, I'm saying right now, compared to these year's teams, we're about like Tennessee and Ole Miss this year.
Maybe Missouri, too.
That's not good.
But, Jeremy, why does the defensive line go from Kansas? They got their butt whipped. Okay? And then you go and you play last week, West Virginia, who has a better offensive line, and you play defense looks better. And then you go this week and you look like trash again.
Can't explain it.
I can't explain it. Let me ask you this, and this is, I think, a good question. Are they playing too many guys rotationally on defense? Is that a problem?
They're not playing enough at certain positions.
But are they overplaying?
Are they playing too many at some, and they're playing not enough at others?
Bobby talked
about the altitude.
Jeremy,
we didn't mention the altitude. Could have been an issue.
Jeremy, I'm going to bring up a scenario with you that me and you have argued about. You get on to Porter Moser all the time in basketball. When he yanks a guy out for missing a 3 or turning the ball over, you said that's horrible coaching. He yanks a guy out and puts another guy in. If you watch the play the other day, linebacker messes up, they yanked him and put a new one in.
It's only certain positions, Jay. That's my problem. There's favorites.
What do you mean?
Why can Trace Ford never get to the quarterback and we don't see PJ Adebawore? Even Ethan Downs, they're struggling. We don't see Mason Thomas and PJ Adebawore.
Mason Thomas played plenty of snaps. He just didn't do very much.
Well, I'm just saying it's certain positions, Jay. You see Key Lawrence get roasted, and he's not just getting yanked all the time. It's certain positions.
I think a lot of parts on the defense. They play almost, I think, and there's nothing wrong with playing rotation. I think the competitive depth, which you talked about earlier in the year, is good, but also I think you can't have guys overthinking it because they might mess up or get yanked or whatever.
Someone said Trace Ford is terrible. Who was that?
Sooner fan.
I agree.
I don't think he's terrible. Jeremy, name somebody on the defensive line that's really had a great year.
Best defensive lineman, in my opinion, this year in the middle has been Dejon Terry.
Coe's been pretty good sometimes.
Dead in the water, Ron. You're right. And I'm going to say it again and get ripped. I know they can't do it right now. If Kanak or Deson, hey, can someone go look? Hunter, please do this for me. We talked about this late last night. Hunter, look up the guy from Oregon, Thibodeau, his freshman year, and tell me his height and weight. Because Deson McCullough could be that guy. He should be playing edge.
Thibodeau's almost leading the NFL in sacks this year. He's third or fourth.
Deson McCullough and Kanak can be edge rushers, big time edge rushers. I think.
Yeah, the linebacker core was awful.
Hey, and Jay, go back to your point about benching guys. What position does Venables keep his eye on the most?
Linebacker.
Is there a reason? You think that's why they're getting ripped out? I do. And he's letting the other guys coach the other positions, and they're not rotating in like they should.
Yeah, and I agree with what he says here. He's not terrible, but he's not great. I mean, we don't have that guy on defense yet.
We miss Bear Alexander, man. I don't know that Ruth's calling the plays, guys, or the personnel. Okay, so he was 6'5", 242. What's Deshaun McCullough?
Not even close to that weight.
He's probably 6.
Mark, you're right on this. He needs to be on the line of scrimmage.
So he's got to be on the edge, you're saying?
I don't know. He just can't be playing deep in coverage.
You just agreed with me, Jay.
He can't be playing deep in coverage.
So look at that. 6'5", 219 has barely gone through Smitty's thing. He can be a Thibodeau.
Yeah,
You're playing him at the wrong position, Jay. Move Kanak to Cheetah.
Go tell BV that, Jeremy. You think you know?
I think they'll do it next year. Really? If they like the linebacker depth, and Lewis Carter is what they think, you got Carter, McKenzie, Kip Lewis. I mean, Dolby's been okay at the Cheetah.
You got Sam Omashido, too, that could play Cheetah.
Exactly, Sooner fan. Stryker was 5'11", 215, and one of the best and most fun to watch.
That's true.
Why was he unblockable, Jay? Because he was too quick for the O-lineman. Yes, he was fast. So is McCullough.
Jeremy, do you got a trivia? You said you had a trivia.
I got a trivia, guys. I've never asked one, but you ready for it?
Oh, they agree with you, Jeremy.
We're going 3 trivia questions, and then we got to get to – we already moved Kanak to tight end halfback. You're right. We've done a lot on the Sooner Surge. I love talking with you guys about where we would play, guys. It's like 7-day-a-week coaching off the field here. Uncle Charlie, we'll get to this question in a minute, but first let me ask a trivia. I haven't done it yet. And by the way, I can't ask the trivia because the question's right here. Kanak does have the football IQ. You know how I know that? He played quarterback in high school. Okay, here's the trivia, guys. Jackson Arnold, number 10. OU versus TCU this Friday. Can you name an OU player who donned the number 10 who made a game-winning play against TCU?
Oh, that is so easy, dude.
It's an easy one.
What a trivia is that? It's going to be quick.
Maybe not. Ooh, nope, not Blake Bell. He was number 10, though. Did he make a game-winning play?
No. I don't think this might be harder than I thought.
I told you. No, not Malcolm Kelly. He was 4.
There it is.
Dow Post again, man.
Parker.
Stephen Parker from Jinx. 2-point conversion. Bastier got it, too.
Man,
was number 10, Joe.
Sooner fan, I would love this. Bring it on, baby. Jeremy, I'll be DC. I'll be OC.
Okay.
Baby.
Jay, do you know Corey Alexander?
Yeah. What
you
about
know him?
No.
He's ripping me, man. He's saying I've got the arm strength of DG. That's you, Jay.
Oh, what? I've never claimed that I'm a great quarterback, but Jeremy,
Jay's got a look. Hey, Jay's 6 minutes older than me, and he's already got arthritis bad.
Jeremy,
yeah.
I can name on one hand how many times you beat me down the field deep. You can't get open on me. You know it.
Okay, whatever. Hey, someone wants to Lusk Brothers on coaching staff. I doubt that, but Dow Post is on fire on trivia. That's all I can say. Go back to whatever happened to Peyton Bowen. He's out for the season. No, he played last week against BYU. Again, it's weird. He barely gets in.
I think he
did look lost one play.
Yeah, one play for sure. But I think I'd rather have a guy look lost that can be a playmaker than not, right? You know who had their best game of the year?
Don't play Key Lawrence. I'm done with Key Lawrence.
You know who had their best play of the game of the year?
Turn the keys in. Turn the keys in. Thank you. I appreciate it. Turn the keys in. You're done. Jordan Kelly, you're done. Let's go with Grayson Halton.
Corey, I would love that. I drive to Russellville about once or twice a month. We'll have to meet up. I'll try to
meet up for some lunch, man.
Yeah, let's do it. Russellville for sure. Hey, Walker, I don't know. I think they just decided to go with Gavin Sawchuk from now on, and I like it.
No. I thought he's talking about Kenai Walker. Are you talking about Kenai Walker or Tolly Walker?
I think he's talking about Tolly. Hey, stream the Thanksgiving game, Jeremy. You don't want to do that, do you? Jeremy, you don't want to do that. You know it.
Oh, Tawee. He is talking about Tawee. Hey, I will say this about open tryouts for kicker, and the Sooner Surge has seen it. I made, what was it, a 40-yarder, Jay?
You don't have eligibility, dude.
True.
You'd be the
All
oldest guy
walkers.
to ever play football.
Hey, speaking of this, I have to, and Braden has a cousin in Arkansas. That's right. Key Lawrence and Jordan Keller. I got to bring some up, guys. Cam Rising's coming back.
Yeah.
7 years.
I'm glad he's coming back.
Years. Tom Herman was his first year at Texas. Sam Ehlinger was a sophomore.
He was not.
I promise you, Sam Ehlinger was a sophomore. I swear to you.
He was not.
I swear to you. I'm not kidding.
Hey.
Look it up. Sam Ehlinger was a sophomore when Cam Rising went and started there.
Hey, you know who's not going to get to face Cam Rising again?
Caleb.
Lincoln. San Diego, the Chargers job's open up there in LA. He's gone. Chargers, mark it, book it.
We both think he's going to. Yeah, I agree.
Hey.
In love with the college girls, and he looks like he's a 63-year-old man.
Hey, let me ask you this, though, guys, and all the viewers on here. If you were in college these days with NIL, would you leave? I wouldn't.
I hope this is sarcasm, Ron, because didn't Arkansas Pine Bluff have the record for the most losing games in a row?
They really wants to stream this game, dude. We could have somebody video it.
Corey going to the game. Hey, I think there are going to be some cheap tickets this week. I'm going to try to get some for the fam.
I saw a lot of people selling theirs, trying to get rid of them. It's hard because it's a Thanksgiving week, and which I've said. Thanksgiving is one of the most overrated
Arkansas.
holidays. Is it not?
Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Sorry.
Hey, is it one of the most overrated holidays, Thanksgiving?
Are you out of your mind?
What?
I love Thanksgiving and watching It's a Wonderful Life Thanksgiving night, dude. Come on. It's a Wonderful Life is elite.
But when I mean overrated, I don't mean you don't like the holiday. I'm just saying it's kind of like.
It's great. You eat tons of food and watch football and family. Hey, Jay, let me ask you this, guys. Guess what I signed up for today?
Let me guess. Turkey trot.
No, I'm going to get paid $2,500 to watch 12 Hallmark movies.
You didn't sign up for that.
Absolutely, I did.
You got to be selected. Did you get selected?
You have to fill out the form first, and I'm going to get some cozy socks with some hot cocoa, and I'm going to watch 12 Hallmark movies and get $2,500.
Jeremy, do you have to send in a video for that to get picked?
Hey, do you know who Hunter? Hunter does not know who Donna Reed is.
No.
I do. Jay, do you?
I know who the Donna Reed show is a great show.
Donna Reed show, Ron, love it. I love the Donna Reed show.
Hey, Jeremy, you have to put a video in for that.
Hunter, you better hide the comment from Ron. His wife's going to see this. Go up there and delete the comment. We want to protect
go back
you,
up to Craig. I've never done a deep fried turkey. Did you nail it or fail it? Let me ask you. Did it catch fire on you?
My brother-in-law does the best fried. We have one that does the Jay. My brother-in-law on our side does a great turkey, and I don't know if he fries it. I think he what's that word for it, Jay? Not based it, but brines it.
That's brine and fry. You don't cook very much, do you?
I cook a whole lot, Jay.
I'm a baker. Not.
I'm a baker, bro.
Chick-fil-A is what you.
I'm a baker. I bring the pies.
Whatever.
Sooner fan for $2,500. He watched Texas Longhorn greatest hits. Well, yeah, there'd only be about 3 of them. It wouldn't take very long.
So,
Jeremy, real quick. Kudos, Hunter.
Jeremy, real quick. Back to your Hallmark.
You're the Chris Harrison of Sooner Surge, bro.
Jeremy, here's your rose. Listen, hey, do you have to send in a video?
I don't know.
How do they pick you?
It was a Google form, and it didn't even ask me any questions. I was going to talk about how many Hallmark movies I've seen, who my favorite actors and actresses is. It's literally put your email in and submit.
Dude, we should do a Sooner Surge football game. All our viewers get up there.
Braden says he's backer, dude.
He's linebacker. Hey. Oh, Craig, I guess he nailed it. He just didn't get too close and didn't pop on him. So.
Oh yeah.
Dude, sweet potato pie, that's the way to go.
Jay, do you love the rolls I make every year?
Okay, this is a great question. Uncle Charlie Hunter said something about tonight that maybe the guys were going home a little bit. I don't think that's true. I think they maybe go to the coach's house and they all hang out. I don't think anybody leaves Norman. Do you, Jeremy?
I think they're probably they could get they're not going to get the day off before a game.
No,
I think they'll do a big family Thanksgiving there. We do kick field goals, Corey. We do kick field goals. We have a soccer goal that we kick it over. It's kind of eyeball test if it goes over the soccer goal. We also play Boomer Sooner on instruments. It's a big ordeal. Braden says nobody's leaving. Hey, Jay, you remember when Mom passed away 8 years ago and I started taking over the rolls, making the rolls? How big do I make them every year? They're the biggest thing.
They're too big, in my opinion.
Thanks for asking, Ron. Appreciate your prayers still. He did have surgery and things went well, but he is recovering in ICU and has had a little bit, like seizures, some things. And we're trying to find out if it's, if it's based on, they're doing some CT scans, but we've been up there most of the day today, but be up there again in the morning early. But thanks for your prayers. Keep them in your prayers that those complications maybe or whatever it is would subside. So, yeah, blowout or nail biter.
Can you
I'm
pick
gonna
a
say
blow?
it like I do every week, Jay. I'm going to say blowout.
Hey, I'll say this. I know this is weird, but I think if Jackson Arnold plays, we hang 50 up on him.
I think if Jackson Arnold plays, hey, pull up the stats, Hunter. From he had 8 rushes, 24 yards. How many different receivers were? How many different receivers were targeted? You had Nick Anderson a couple times with him. You had obviously Farouk. You had Talia Walker. I'm trying to think how many different receivers were targeted under Jackson Arnold.
Well, he didn't throw it to Stoops, did he?
No, Stoops was busy in motion.
Back and forth?
Stoops is in motion every play. He never went out for a pass. TCU's defense is not as good because you know why? Mr. Holland Opus is not there anymore.
Hey, that brings me
Gary Patterson looks like Mr. Holland's Opus.
Hey, that brings me to my trivia question.
Great movie, by the way.
And I actually have a trivia question that's actually a good one compared to Jeremy's earlier. Mine actually is good, and we'll see.
Are you asking one right now?
I'm getting ready to.
Before we do, who wore the khakis better, Gary Patterson or Jim Harbaugh?
Who wore them? Jim Harbaugh still wears them.
Who wore them better, though?
Jim Harbaugh by far. Hey.
Really? Gary Patterson was
did y'all hear today? Did y'all hear today Arkansas Sam Pittman back?
He's back. Can't fire Grandpa Pittman.
No. Can't
Little old boy down there in Arkansas.
Nope. All right. Y'all ready for hey.
Oh, Ron, I was about to say that. No one sweats better than Gary Patterson.
Jeremy, who did you compare him to? Jeremy, who did you compare him to?
What?
Who did you compare him to?
Mr. Holland's Opus.
I got a better comparison.
Who?
Chris Farley. Van down by the river. Chris Farley, man, he was legit.
Let's hear this trivia. If Dow Pois goes again, man.
Hey, okay. Here we go on trivia. This one's a little more difficult. Okay. TCU on their coaching staff has 2 former OU players. Who are they? Right now, they have 2 former OU players on their staff. Who are the 2 coaches? See you can get it first. In the comments, drop them.
What does Jay mean by this trivia?
Malcolm Kelly.
Fan going one at a time. A little slow answer for torture here.
Malcolm Kelly is one. That's correct. But there's another one.
Dow Post is about to drop the answer, and I promise
Somebody's Googling it right now.
Dow Post 83 is about to put it on the chat.
People are Googling it. They're not trivia time it was. Yeah. Kelly is one of them.
Look at Dow Post, man.
Kelly is one of them. Who's the other one?
Is he doing this? Is Dow Post doing this to make us not think? Oh, he's trying to think of his name. He's not Googling, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not Bosworth. Should we give it? Should we give it to Corey?
He didn't get the other one. Did he say the other one too?
Yeah, Kelly's been set.
We'll give it to you on a put an asterisk by it. It's
We're
McFarland.
Corey, we're going to say you're close, but we're going to give it to you. It's Jamarcus McFarland.
McFarland.
He's a defensive line coach.
You get it, Corey.
He was
remember
pretty
how
good
everyone
at
thought
OU.
Malcolm Kelly was coming to OU?
He was pretty good at OU, McFarland.
McFarland wasn't bad. Was he a 4-star guy?
He's pretty highly recruited.
He wasn't as big as Javonte Lumpkin.
Yeah, but you're gonna want to stick around to the 40-minute mark because the next trivia banger, dude, banger.
Hey, 10 extra points for Corey for admitting he Googled it and read it wrong. That's humility. I love it.
Look at Uncle Charlie with Marty McFly.
Hey, give Dalpo credit, guys. Sending praises out when people get it before him. What we got the best viewers on here, Jay. This is legit. Way to stand on business.
Hey, how about old Theo Weiss standing on business? He looks good.
Theo Weiss has been good. I like Theo Weiss. Hey, Kelly didn't burn bridges with OU, did he?
There's
I didn't think so.
I think it's mainly between him and Schmitty.
Yeah, there's a Schmitty deal.
I think. Oh gosh, Bookie's on USC staff. That's why they still can't tackle very well or cover. They already had one enter the portal today.
What do you think of Caleb Williams just walking out waving like he's some kind of god?
He is.
I mean, they are in the mecca of college football.
Jeremy, do you remember 2 years ago, before we had the Sooner Surge, I told you and everybody on the Sooner Surge before we got this thing going, what did I say about Caleb Williams?
You said he's probably the most overrated.
I said the most overhyped quarterback in college football. I said it could be history. And he's 7-5 this year. That's overhyped. Nobody cares about
Jay.
Caleb Williams.
And the thing is, their offense hasn't been great.
But Jeremy, who cares? Is anybody caring about what Caleb Williams does these days? Why? Because they're not playing very well.
Braden says he's the best follower.
Oh,
he's throwing something down there, viewers.
Wow, dropping the
I'll say
ball.
this. We got so many faithful followers. Less decorated Heisman. He was pretty decorated. He's painting his nails and all that stuff.
Hunter, you could probably look this up. I don't think there's ever been one win it and not get to New York the next year.
Oh, hey, this is better than me smelling pumpkin pie at Mom's house, Jay.
And who coached his bowl win? Who coached the bowl win?
No conference title, no national. They didn't win a bowl game last year.
But who coached his only bowl win?
Oh, Bob Stoops.
Bob Stoops. Yep.
Coconut Greg, you're right. It's not his fault they suck, but he has not been. He's made some plays where you're like, wow, he's amazing. But I don't think his leadership is what people thought it was.
Let me ask
he's not a great leader, Jay.
Let me ask a fair question on Caleb Williams. Is it fair to say that watching him play football, if you're an NFL executive, have you truly seen him in the pocket really just dominating as a pro quarterback?
No, but
most of his great plays are on the run.
Bryce Young didn't make it last year. You know who's dominant right now in football?
But he got hurt. He got hurt.
CJ Stroud is unreal.
Unreal.
Leadership is suspect, Craig. Hey, can we talk about leadership for a second back to OU? I don't think this is also just everyone saying, oh, Jackson Arnold, man, if you notice after the game and go listen to what everyone's talking about, the guy's different. I promise you. Jackson Arnold's different. People were going over there, high five. They were super excited that he got that dub. I just think that now maybe they always do that for the backup. I think it's more than that, Jay.
Yeah,
I think he is, as Denny Green said, he is who he thought he was.
Is that the only
play that great? He didn't even play that great.
Is that the only quote that you know? Because you always do Denny Green quotes. It's kind of annoying, but hey,
Ron, I use quotes that fit the text.
Hey, he will be a great pro. I think Caleb Williams will be a good
Jay,
pro.
You want me to give you a quote right now?
Yeah.
I will. Jay.
I will? That's your quote?
No, I'm getting ready to say it, Gary. Gary, who's your daddy? Gary, tell me who your daddy is before you get on that bus if you want to play in this game. Who's your daddy, Gary?
Oh, you do remember the Titans.
Thank you. I know
was
more
on the
quotes
other
than
night.
one.
That's great. Hey,
the O lineman.
Hey, you know who's a dog?
What's being said in the huddle too? What's Jay saying in the huddle?
Somebody said that Caleb Williams is a dog, or whoever's a dog. Caden Green, watch some of the replays on him. He demolishes some people.
Jay, he was the first freshman captain ever, I think.
He's going to be unreal.
Jacob Sexton is a dog too. Guys,
I agree.
The fact that we're not talking about Guyton being out that much tells you what you need to know. Sexton is him.
Big sexy.
Jacob Sexton him.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
Guys, the Thunder is unreal. Get tickets to the Thunder. They're probably going to be in the finals this year. I'm on the bandwagon for sure now. Chet Holmgren is improving every game. They're it.
Just 2 weeks ago, you told me Chet Holmgren was overrated.
That was the first game he played.
No update on Bricks.
Here's the update on Bricks. We still don't know because the guy won't.
I think he's going to visit Kansas State this weekend. And then he's going to make his decision. That's what I would bet.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's going to go to K-State versus Iowa State.
And then he's going to make his
commit
decision.
after that, hopefully to OU. Big win by OU women against Virginia. Guys, Jenny Baranchek, get out there and watch that team. If you're near Norman, get out there and watch these games.
Okay.
Let me address this week.
Let me address this too. We talked about this today. And I think if Gabriel's not ready to go this week, Jackson Arnold, they blow out TCU. I still think if Gabriel wants to play in the bowl game, they're going to play Gabriel. That's just my opinion. If this is last year, right? What did Mark say up here? I didn't.
Chet GPT, I love it.
That's great. I love that.
Mark, that's unbelievable, Mark. You got to patent that.
That is great. Need to give that to the radio announcer.
Hey, Corey brings up a great point. McCade Matoyer and Sexton living together just how much knowledge is being, because McCade Matoyer is a veteran and is very knowledgeable.
Yeah. He's been good this year, Matoyer. Gonna miss him next year.
Gonna miss him badly.
And I wouldn't have said that last year.
So, hey, go back to what Hunter said. 4 targets, 4 different receivers targeted. How many were targeted with Dylan Gabriel the whole game?
Well, you had Gibson, Anderson caught touchdown passes with Dylan.
Stoops, Stogner.
Yeah.
He spread the ball out good yesterday.
Yeah, I just think Arnold has a different dimension because his arm strength is just unbelievable.
Well, everything he does, he gets the ball out quicker. The ball gets there faster. I need to go back and watch the game again. Do you really? Because there's people that I've seen that have said that they think that ball's not really that overthrown on turf. It was way over. It was overthrown.
I mean, if you practice with the guy all the time on like better grass, you kind of know his speed. Maybe he is running a little bit slower with the dirt. I mean, maybe that could factor.
Point is, he didn't have to overthrow it at all. He had him beat by 5 yards.
Hey, listen, I'm with Sooner fan on this. Guys, let's just throw out the OU BYU game. Throw it out there. 2 weeks ago, I watched Iowa State manhandle BYU, okay? The OU game is a fluke. OU looked bad. OSU and Ollie Gordon will run all over BYU. They will run all over him.
The bigger question is, how many times will Ollie Gordon leave the field because he acts hurt?
Well, that's going to be at least 7 times, probably.
It's insane how much he acts hurt.
And BYU's
offense
they can't.
Terrible.
That's right.
It's
not going to happen. Right? That would be the biggest shock of the year if BYU beat OSU.
That would not be the biggest shock of the year.
How in the Big 12?
Hey, Jay, Corey, you're right. Corey, OSU should have been down 37-9 before they touched the ball.
Should have, would have, could have.
It was 23-9. It was the worst pick I've ever seen. Donovan Smith threw the worst pick I've ever seen. I don't think we struggle.
Too. If we're in the Big 12 title game, if he's healthy, he's starting.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think
he's the guy.
Here's the deal. TCU has to win to get to a bowl game. They've been playing better of late. They played Texas close. They whipped up on whoever they played last week. I don't even remember who it was.
Jay, you are an absolute moronic person, and I love you because you're my bro, but come on. If you're going to sit here and say TCU's got to win, get bowl eligible, so does BYU.
Yeah, but TCU's a better team than BYU. And OU struggles.
I don't know if they are, Jay.
OU plays down to their competition, dude.
So is OSU.
I mean, maybe they can pull a South Alabama.
I know what you're doing, Jay. You're doing what you did your entire childhood when we grew up. You prepare yourself for the worst so it's not as bad.
No, I don't.
You prepare yourself for the worst so it's not as bad.
I've been on Sooner Surge picking OU blowout teams. What are you talking about?
Talking about other teams. TCU beat BYU 44-11.
I mean,
that is true. Who's the quarterback going to be for TCU this week? Are we going to see Chandler Morris?
Probably not. To me, looking at the Big 12, I think Kansas way overrated. I don't think they're that good. BYU almost beat Kansas at Kansas. Why is Kansas? Why do you have this love fest for Kansas, Jeremy?
I don't. I'm just.
Yeah, you do.
It's so
you think
frustrating.
Like
you realize OU should be undefeated this year. That's what's sad.
OU should be undefeated right now. If they
take care of good enough to be undefeated, and they should be undefeated.
That's right. That's right. And any
weather looks like 55-60 on Friday.
So the cold front is now coming in later this weekend. Is that right?
I think so.
I agree they are a different team at home, Clark, but I don't know if this is going to be the normal home atmosphere. The students won't be there. A lot of them won't be.
I know
Hunter,
if Arnold plays, they're going to have a pretty good crowd.
Is Hunter going? I'm sure he is.
Yeah, Hunter's going. Hunter's going to that, and then he's going to the Oklahoma City Thunder game on Saturday.
Should I drop our last trivia?
Got to drop the last trivia.
All right.
Wait, who are the two winners tonight? Dalpos was the second winner. First winner was?
Dalpos was first.
Dalpos was first. Corey Alexander was second.
Yeah, so here we go. Last trivia of the night. It's a good one. I'm going to stick with TCU. Okay. 2015 is the game. Oh, Jeremy alluded to it earlier. 30-29, OU wins. Stephen Parker gets the knockdown of the 2-point conversion. But if you remember in that game, Baker Mayfield got injured. Trevor Knight came in. For the trivia question, the last one of the night, what was the score when Baker Mayfield went out of the game? It's a tough one.
You know what we should have asked them, Jay?
What?
We should have asked. You remember the Rodney Anderson game against TCU?
Oh, he destroyed him, yeah.
Unfreaking believable, Rodney Anderson.
Well, we have more days in the week, man.
Oh, we got more days in the week.
This is a tough one.
This is going to have to be Googled.
You're going to have to Google this probably. 30-23, no. 21-14, no. And he went out at halftime. I'll give you that. They won 30-29. What was it? Trevor Knight came in as backup.
Oh, you love Trevor Knight, Jay.
I liked him.
You were a Trevor Knight lover.
You were a Blake Bell lover.
I was a Blake Bell lover.
Knight was better than Bell.
Who had a better career?
Knight was better at Bell than
Thank you.
Knight was better.
Trevor Knight was not better than Blake Bell at quarterback.
20-7, Sooner Magic Bros. No,
Thanks,
but you're
Ron.
very close. Sooner Magic
Thank you,
Bros.
Ron, for being on here again. Jay, Blake Bell was better than Trevor Knight.
I disagree.
Okay. That's your right. Man, no one's getting this one, Jay. Sooner Magic Bros is on.
He's very close. Sooner Magic Bros close. Lori hates Trevor Knight.
How do you really feel, Lori? Lori, it's not in all capital letters.
Sooner Magic Bros with the W, 23-7. Nice.
Sooner Magic Bros with the dub. First time winning a Sooner Surge trivia, double trouble trivia. Congrats to Sooner Magic Bros.
23-7. He leaves the game. Trevor Knight goes 5 for 16. Not a good second half.
Oh, Sooner fan, this is hilarious. I do wonder, I think that is what happened. Wait, 21-7, Corey says, Jay. Are you sure?
23-7. That's what I got. Hunter, you want to verify it?
Where'd you get that, Jay?
Internet, bro.
Internet lies, Jay.
Hey,
Trevor Knight
almost did cuss him. Hey, another question. Jeremy, see if you know this one. Who had 2 interceptions that game for OU?
Oh, geez. Was it a DB or a safety?
Yeah, it was a DB.
What was that year?
2015.
2 interceptions in 2015 that year.
You probably won't get it. He's very known, still all over Twitter quite a bit.
It was Zach Sanchez.
Zach Sanchez, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, their Sooner fan says Zach Sanchez. He is very active on Twitter.
Jeremy, how about your boy?
Franks. Hey, hey, we got to tell Dopos this.
23-7 is correct.
Jay, we played in a flag football tournament, adult flag football. We played against Dominic Franks, and we beat him.
Yeah. Because I locked up, dude.
Jay locked up. I went on a fly route and just right by the guy. You remember playing in that, Jay?
Yeah, I remember.
Hey, Jay, it was the most sore I've ever been in my life the next day. Google XD.
Hey, another honest guy on the Sooner Surge live here. He's admitting Googled it up.
Was he on crutches? Hey, no, actually, I don't think I ran by Dominic Franks. I might have embellished, but our team we did beat him, Jay.
Jim, we beat their team, but he destroyed us, if you remember right.
Oh, Dominic Franks.
Do you go to bed at night and then add things to stories? I think you do.
We won the game, Jay. We had the elite quarterback.
Flew by him.
Elite quarterback.
Yeah, I know you can't fly by him if you can't fly by me. Hey, Jeremy, how about your boy Dak today? Are they going to win the Super Bowl?
He's looking really good.
Are they going to win the Super Bowl?
No, they're probably not, but he's looking good. Hey, guys,
Romo's better.
gals, that's 45 minutes. Listen, we will be got to get, like, what were the sponsors that game? GNAP, tomorrow, that's a challenge. I will find questions that you cannot Google. Challenge me, and I will come through. I do also want you guys to, if you know anyone who's Sooner fans who's not watching the Sooner Surge, you guys can help us out. We don't, we don't have sponsors on here. Now, we'd love that. If someone wants to sponsor our channel, we're up for sponsors. We'll put your product right there on the front screen, and every night it will get a lot of views. I promise you, because we are getting views right now, and it's really because of what you guys do as well. We don't have school tomorrow. We're off all week, Corey. So appreciate that. Yeah. Boomer Sooner found your channel a couple weeks ago. Love y'all. Keep it up. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Fresh Grove. Appreciate that. Spread the word about the Sooner Surge. Appreciate all you guys, Mark.
Ooh, there we
Thanks
go,
for
Mark.
always being Mark always brings the comedy. I love it.
Hey, there's going to be a bunch of UFC fans wanting to go whine and cry and get out of there.
What is Get the Bag?
Huh?
Oh, is that Get the Championship? GNAP? Stand on business? Get the ship bussing? Oh, yeah. All right, Sooner fans. Boomer from Tampa, Florida. Appreciate it, Uncle Charlie, for joining us. Appreciate all you guys on here. We are very appreciative of you. We don't take it lightly. We don't take it for granted. This is genuine here. We love getting to talk to you all. Till next time, Boomer.